How you doing? So, I would like to just let you guys know I'll be taking a break from the game. I've been wanting to quit or just take a break for the game since I made my last arena prediction on no, but I know you guys, all my the millions of people who watch my YouTube channel, sarcasm, that you guys were waiting for my Karnak buff and Nebula gameplay, so I decided to post that before I take a break from the game. Since millions of you guys are waiting to watch those gameplay when it comes to Karnak and Nebula's buff. Sarcasm. So that's why today, since I made the videos I wanted to make, I feel like this is a good time to take a break from the game. Um, what else? I think the game has evolved a lot. I would say that I've been playing this game for 4 years and I'm tired, but at the same time, the game has improved a lot since when I first started. You know, few regrets. For sure, I spent $2,500 in this mobile game. For some people that's not a lot of money, but for me it is. So $2,500. I do regret spending that much money. I don't regret contributing to the game, meaning spending money in the game, but $2,500 for me was just too much to spend in a mobile game, even in the span of 4 years. So I think it's mostly, I would say probably close to 2,000 of those dollars was spent in the last 2 years, most or even a year and a half during COVID, and I was just stuck at home. So I just pretty much played MCOC when we were locked down. So I had to like, you know, I wanted to spend, like I felt like I had to spend money to keep myself, sane, I guess the right word, so I don't get bored, being locked down, staying at home. So I spend money, came like Cyber Weekend, July 4th. I I think I spent like $600, I believe, for Cyber Weekend. And for July 4th, I spent like $450. So it's crazy amount of money. Those, at least for me, just to keep myself not bored during lockdown. So I do regret spending a lot of money in this game, for me at least. But I don't regret, you know, helping out Kabam when it comes to like spending money in the game. So like I mentioned, the game has evolved so much now. Um, if I have to like say that if I started, you know, in 2019 instead of 2017, 2 years ago, and I played 2 more years from now, till 2023, I would bet that my count would be the same now it is now, without spending any money, like $0. Because I mentioned the game has evolved so much. Getting a 4 star back then is like you can get a 5 star now, if not easier. I wouldn't compare getting a 4 star to a 6 star compared to 4 years ago, but definitely at least 4 to a 5 star or a 5 to a 6 star. That's how much the game has progressed. It's a lot easier to get 5 stars and 6 stars now compared to back then. Considering you couldn't even get a 6 star when I first started playing the game. So I think the game has definitely evolved a lot since I first started playing this game, and I think uh, definitely the biggest issue I have with the game is there's a lot of bugs. When I first started playing the game, there wasn't that many bugs at all. There was maybe a few, but not really that much compared to now. But other than the bugs, I think the game has improved so much. Like the quality of the game, like the visuals, uh, making things easier in a way. So I think Kabam has done a lot of good things for the game. Obviously, the biggest issue is the bugs. Other than that, I think the game has improved a lot. So one of the things I wanted to do was was to get to 2 million. That was probably the biggest thing, was to get to 2 million base hero rating, and I did, and I'm happy for that. I was I didn't want to quit this game or stop playing until I get to 2 million. I did that, and obviously my goals were to like max out my 2 star max, and Kabam, they like to give you guys free champions so you keep playing. I mean, there's very smart marketing. So they gave me a free 2 star Punisher. I didn't even know, didn't even realize it until like right now. And but yeah, so my goal was to max out my 2 stars, max not only max sig my 3 stars, and maxed out my 3 stars. So all my 3 stars are max sig and max rank, except the new champions they gave for free, which is there's three of them. So so that was my goal. Maxed out the 3 star, max sig 3 star, also max sig my 4 star, which they are all max sig. All my 4 stars are now max sig. So I'm really happy with that. So just give you guys a roster. Check out my roster. I don't really know how much 2, 3, and 1 star I have. I feel like, you know, it's a little disappointing that you couldn't use lower rank. When it comes to Act 6, Act 7, you can only use a 5 or a 6 star, so it almost makes it irrelevant to have lower than a 5 star in the game, which is kind of disappointing and kind of sucks, I guess. So I'm going to be focusing on my 5 stars. So let's just see how many rank 5s I have as far as my 5 star. So I don't know exactly how many 5 stars I have, but let's just give you guys a quick tour of my 5 stars. There you go. Are my 5 stars. And let me just go to the 1 star. I didn't mention the 1 star. There you go. I have 12 1 star, and I have Steve, I believe, or Simvit's. What's his name? Simon and Sivit. I don't think it's just temporary to keep him. So technically, I probably will have 12 officially 1 star. When it comes to 5 star max rank, I have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 35 rank 5 stars. And then when it comes to 6 stars, how many 6 stars I have? Let's just give you guys a quick tour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 53 6 stars, and I have 6 of them that are ranked 2. So just to give you guys a quick guide in my roster. So yes, I will be taking a break from the game. Uh, so last thing I want to say. So this is it. I'm going to be taking a break from the game. I'm going to close the game, and I'm going to uninstall it. Okay. Okay, so last thing I want to say is I do believe in freedom of speech, and I just want to say um there's like a bunch of MCOC YouTubers. I thought about saying their name, but I thought maybe it's best not to, but they blocked me from their channel for commenting, and I it's kind of I don't know exactly the right word, It's pretty sad, I guess, that they would do something like that. I mean, it's like they can't take criticisms. It's crazy how the times have changed now so much compared to back then. I mean, back then there was not even any such thing as child abuse. I would get hit by a belt, and there was no such thing as child abuse. Now there's not only child abuse, there's verbal abuse. I mean, people nowadays, they just can't take criticism. It's I think it's just ridiculous. It's I don't get it. I mean, it's just the funny part about it is all the people that block me from making comments, they're all MCUC YouTubes. There's not MCUC YouTubers. There's nothing like I made much harder comment, harder criticism or harsher words to say correctly in like CNN, MSNBC, TYT, David Pacman's channel, all these channels that I said, I even said probably the F word in some of them. And when it comes to MCUC, I never once, I'm pretty sure, mentioned the F word. And somehow they blocked me from their MCUC YouTuber. And when it comes to like TYT, MSNBC, CNN, and David Pacman's channel, none of them blocked me from their YouTube channel. But somehow these YouTubers, they decide to block me because they can't take criticism, which is sad. It really is probably the right word. uh Although say in my channel, I'm never gonna ban you from my YouTube channel if you say anything bad to me, or you criticize me, or even cussed at me. I do believe in freedom of speech, so you can say whatever you want. If your comment gets deleted, that's not me, that's YouTube, just letting you know. So it's pretty sad that the MCOC YouTubers, they're so sensitive. I mean, I never even said anything harsh words, that really any bad words, so it's a little disappointing. And it's kind of sucks nowadays that people are so sensitive nowadays. Everything is like getting canceled, especially America. So, what is this? So, last thing I want to say is let's go, Brandon. All right, see you guys.